Okay, in part two, what we're going to do is we're going to start using the plan that we created in part one, using it during the project itself to manage the project. So the objectives is we're going to enter our progress, make sure we're staying to plan, and we're going to update our plan as we have to. Things happen during the project. We want to keep track of the work that we've done, and if we have extra work we have to do or work needed, we want to include that in our project. And of course, we want to stay on budget, cost information. One of the most important things you can do in a project is to keep track of the tasks during the execution phase. And that's where project makes its money. So each task can actually enter the start date, or you can enter the projected finish date. Microsoft Project will present completed, or you can enter that yourself. And Microsoft Project can also update plan, reschedule tasks, etc. Do a lot of the manual stuff ourselves and see where we are as far as completion of the project and how we're doing on the budget. The status dialog box, what this does, it lets you set the date that you want to check on your project. So you can set it at any date, and project will tell you what the status is. So the way you get to that box is, first of all, you select the project tab, go to this little group here, and select NA. And this is the dialog box that will pop up. We can set any date we want to for our project. We're going to play with this in the activity, and you'll see what that does for us. But basically, let's just check the status at any date we want to within the project. Now, as we go through the project, we're going to want to keep track of our tasks. And if the tasks are on schedule, well, instead of entering manually, we can do this mark on track command. So we select the task tab. Now, if a task is on schedule, all you got to do is highlight that task, go up here, click on Mark on Track, and then select Mark on Track, and you're good to go. But you might have to update the task, so you want to click the Update Task option. Now, this is the Update Task dialog box that pops up. It's got the task name, the duration. You can change the start date or the finish date to what's actually happening during the execution. And once you enter that, you click OK, and project will update your project. Okay, a project's going to use a percent complete to track task. 0% means you haven't started, 100% means you're finished, and of course 50% means it's half done. So we're going to do this a little different than what's in the book. We don't have the professional. So I'm going to click on the task tab. Then I'm going to select the information box to get the dialog box up. And here I've selected task 5, clicked on the information, this pops up. And here's where we're going to enter percent complete. You also have the start date and the finish date. And I'm going to show you another tab. In the task tab, you'll see these little boxes up here. And they'll say 25, 50, 75, all these different percentages. So if you estimate how much you're done with that task, just click on that. And your actual duration will take that percent times the duration you had planned. So if you had one planned for, I don't know, 8 days, you hit 25%, it will show you that your actual duration is 2 days so far. And of course, that means you got 6 days left, or 75% left. That's actual duration. Okay, for this activity, we're going to need this file to be in project. So we're going to set the status date. So I'm going to start from the project tab. Then go to status date over here in the status group. And here's the dialog box with the pop-up calendar. I'm just going to set that to June 10th, 2016, and just click OK. We're going to learn how to mark a task as on track. For this, we're going to use task 2, finalize plans and develop estimate with owner. So I highlight that, click on the task tab, and I'm just going to mark it on track. Okay, now you can see this task was done in May. It's now June 10th. So when we checked it as on track, Mike says, okay, we're done with it, and it just checks it off the list That's all this little check marks. Don't have to worry about that one anymore. Now try the same thing on task 3. I'm not going to walk through it. Just try it on your own. If you have any troubles, let me know. Now we're going to update the progress on demolition tasks. So we're going to use task 5, demolition of old house, and task 6, place containers. Make sure you got them both selected. Okay, these two tasks are done. They're 100% complete. So I'm going to click on the task tab, select 100%, and we can check those off our list. Now we're going to look at sort debris, task 7. So highlight that task, hit task. I'm going to click on update task on the pop-up menu here. I'm going to enter 4 days in the remaining duration and just click OK. You can see our duration tab has moved to 4 days now. It's adjusted by project automatically. Okay, I'm going to update permit tasks. This is task 11 through 16. Go to the task tab. Click on update task. Change the finish date to Friday, May 27th, 2016, and hit OK. And Microsoft Project checks those off our list.